Richie, I think I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah, give me Hollycourt, 55377. Hello, it's Daddy. Hey, darling, put Mommy on the phone. Yeah, Barbara, it's Richie. Yeah, look, I ain't never coming home no more. Take it easy.
What's good, everybody, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to Slum World Network, Slum Media, whatever you want to call it. Just know everything slumming. This your boy, Project Slumlord, king of the slum business. And in this episode, we gonna be reacting to Anton Daniels. He says that men have been putting 304's, the hus, in the same category as wives, and that's when the game start messing up. So, thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Without further ado, let's get into this video.
Me and muddy, that's just what I like. I be sipping on mud. Bitch, I come from the mud.
Yeah, we need it.
No, it's a difference between but see, the problem is that society is conflating the two and saying that, okay, well, women should go out and live their life and be whores, and then they should figure it out what they like and don't like, and then settle down. No, the wives are supposed to be wives, the whores are supposed to be whores, and the men are supposed to be men. It's only three categories: is men, wives, whores. It's not two categories for men too. It's not equal. It's not the same.
Why can't a man be a whore?
It's men, wives, whores. That's the categories. There's no other categories.
Yeah, that's how society set up. That's how nature set up.
Yeah. You know why? Because men said so, and that's bullshit. I'm serious, because like if y'all was supposed to be the one to write all the rules, this and this and that, why wouldn't?
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead, please do.
Because we the ones that built them fucking cars that y'all drive. We the ones that make these fucking roads. We the ones that built these buildings. We the ones that built these bridges. We the ones that farmed this food. We the ones that killed that cattle. We the ones that killed it.
You see bro hands? He ain't lying. That nigga helped build something around this motherfucker. I'll tell you, them some hard working man hands. You feel me? Pause. No homo, no nothing. I'm just saying. You see them hands? That man look like he been punching bricks all day and digging in dirt. But that's what your hand's supposed to look like. So I ain't gonna lie, hers look like his too. But I mean, I'm joking, y'all. It's a joke. But nah, so your woman hands gonna look like this. You know what I mean? Your hands gotta look like this. You know what I'm saying?
Dear, we the ones
organized
that,
all of the men to do all of that.
We the ones that file.
No,
y'all
seriously.
the ones that made the whole world.
So we the ones that make the fucking rules.
No, we didn't make the whole world be whores.
They made it a thing.
You don't think so, Vern?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't really think so. If it walk like a duck, talk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck, right? So, and did I make you a duck by you making doing all of those actions? No, I'm just calling a spade, right?
But whores are important.
The whores are important. Just
whores are important.
Most
lives matter.
Because I will say
now the thing is,
whores are definitely important. And they so fun. Like, they just fun to be around. You gotta have sex with them. Just, you ever partied around at least a group of like 4 whores or more? Man, they so hard to offend. You could just have a good time and like just be yourself, and they're not judging. They don't care.
Now the interesting thing is that I will say what I've noticed is before all of that stuff like mainstream, like back in the day, dude, like before everything became mainstream, all of that horn stuff, dudes, it was a whole like little set of rules dudes had when it was like, all right, you do that, you do this, whoop de whoop, and we go about our day.
But then
All of the judging about judging about horrors came from like the internet. Like I see a lot of women more so. Oh, she out here, she, and I'm like, whoa. Or dudes would be like, hey,
it's both because first of all, dudes
nowadays I see women keep their mouth
up and they start wiping whores, and so the problem is that they start like, well,
yup. These dudes be out here, be falling in love with these with the wop be tender, and they be cuffing them. And I'ma say even go as far to say these rapping dudes done made it, you know what I'm saying, a trend, you know what I'm saying, to wife up the industry joints and not have like a actual wife that was with you, or you know what I'm saying, just somebody that's really for you, I guess.
That's a good point.
They started putting whores in the same category as wives, right? And so what happened?
They started putting babies in whores.
Correct, right? That's what I'm saying. Instead of separating the two and still keeping it G, she in her lane, and he started falling in love with this chick. You know what I'm saying? Instead of separating it and understanding that she was just a thing, she wasn't supposed to be a thing that you made and put on the same level as, you know what I'm saying? Take your ass home. Put a rubber on, you know what I'm saying? Stop fucking around, don't bring nothing home and all of that. And then they start fucking up, you know what I'm saying? They start falling in love and leaving the chick and it's like, yo, fam,
you blowing up the whole marriage.
Family for no whore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the problem's, the seed. Like, that's where the problem and the inception of where we started experiencing a lot of the different things, right? Now, the other side of it is that we don't know the difference between a whore and a housewife because we conflate the two.
Because y'all fucked it up. If you didn't fuck it up, it wouldn't be like that. Honestly, because now women start to think.
That's y'all fault we can't tell the difference.
Once one man said he gonna marry this whore, then the other one.
Nah, it's women fault. It's women fault. I'm gonna have to call Cap and put that on the women, because ladies, y'all don't hold women accountable. Y'all see women do foul stuff and y'all would just sit there and sisterhood code, ride or die to the end. A girl would straight up know that was your man. Y'all try to do what dudes do. Y'all allow y'all man to dominate y'all best friend, and then y'all still try to be cool with the girl as if she ain't gonna have that same type of attachment you got to your man. So y'all try to stay friends and be like how men be like bros over hus. Girls try to do the same thing and try to be like, that's why when you get caught cheating and you tell her like, yo, she knew, like, you know what I'm saying, I was fucking with you, and the girls on the other end be like acting like they ain't know nothing, and they so blind to the fact, and they put it all on the dude, and your girls start taking up for her and understanding the other girl's side, and now they teaming up on you. That's why men can't tell the difference, because it's like it don't matter if she was being a whole throwing it at and then, you feel me, you still gonna take up for her anyway.
I said, oh, well, maybe that's a better look than this, so let's be hard. I don't really want to play myself as
well,
hard,
but at the same time, we got to take accountability, though.
Honestly, but the men did that. Yeah, we did it too, but the men really did it because it's just messed up.
Y'all know, but then the whores didn't know how to stay whores, and they thought that they was wives.
Because everybody confused.
No,
if you gonna make a baby in the family with the whore, and you gonna make a baby in the family with your wife, and you got both of them, everybody confused.
No. See, listen, this
everybody confused.
But see, the whore wasn't never supposed to get pregnant.
Well, he get impregnated her by having sex with her like that.
Here's the problem.
Go ahead.
The more time that he started spending around her, the more he started to actually like her as a person.
Oh, right? Yeah.
Because the problem is now, instead of her just being a thing or whatever, the whore, she start comparing herself and saying, why you don't spend no time with me, or why you spending more time, you know what I'm saying? She start comparing herself with the chick because you know what I'm saying? She started feeling more comfortable. And so these dudes and these chicks, they got it all messed up and they got it conflated because nobody know they role no more. Mm-hmm. They don't know that there ain't no gray area and you don't mix up the two. You a wife, you the whore, and you a man. Mm-hmm. And don't mix up the two.
Well, now
don't fuck it up.
We too far gone.
Well, and then now you got boy girls.
And we too. and
everybody,
we too far,
the roles change.
No, you got boy girls, and and they giving up that boy pussy now.
You got women that got multiple husbands, and you got.
Yeah, now we in a whole nother lane, and
I know that's still so crazy to me.
That's because everybody wanted to try something. And that's why the whole world is fucked up.
Everybody
people still trying things.
It seems like everybody looking for a standard, but looking to try to define their own rules at the same time.
And
it's
now,
kind of like
it just went down a dark path real quick. Just real quick.
Like an oxymoron. Like you want what you want to see the way you look, but then also when you have new generations, which people don't really take into account. You got brand new human lives that walk into this world and they don't know. They don't know. So they're looking at other people to mimic. They're like, okay, so what makes a good life? What makes a successful life? And if we all just sitting here like, no, we can't clearly define that. It's whatever makes you happy. Like, bro, what? Like, that's a vague ass answer. If you get that to a kid, they're going to imagine anything. So next thing you know,
no morals, no structure, no foundation. It's just a whole bunch of fluidity going on. Everybody could be everybody could do whatever. That's the problem.
People like, oh yeah, so I can have a relationship with a goat.
Yeah, that's weird. But that's people that,
Like, have you seen some of them shows where people be having relationships with inanimate objects?
Nope.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
People been marrying inanimate objects. And one lady got married to her cat.
Okay. But that's TV shit. Like that's TV shit.
No,
and that's
it's not just for TV.
It's not just for TV.
But that's the midget doing the cartwheel. It's millions of people in the world.
How do we get back to that?
You know what I'm saying? It's millions of people.
Hey, I'm about to come up with a theory off of that one.
8 motherfuckers that want to marry their cat.
Coming
you know what I'm saying? That's midgets doing cartwheels. That's, you know what I'm saying? But television put that shit out there to make people think that it's people out here that's
people got a twisted view of everything. Like, I work with a lady.
The world would be a much better place if we had more unks like this on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what made, God rest his soul, Kevin Samuels so prevalent, because people really want to hear like the male masculine perspective, regardless of how people feel. Like, people want to hear that because it's just something about structure. It's just something about, you know what I'm saying, discipline, consequences for things. Like, you do something stupid, somebody should be able to call you stupid instead of you feeling some type of way, and your feelings being validated because your feelings is hurt, instead of the consequences of you doing some stupid shit. Excuse my French. Something that the consequences you could learn from and do better, and it'll help you in the longer run, as to somebody validating degeneracy. I don't know, but we need more unks on the internet, putting us down on some structure.
Lady, she has a boy. She got 2 boyfriends and a girlfriend, and I'm just looking at her like, when does it stop? Because at first it was the goal was just to get one person. Yeah,
I don't believe in messy.
Then Dennis Rodman marry himself or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where he wore the dress and everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People do stupid shit, but that's Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? it's the world. It's okay to sell.
There is a lot of them.
Exactly.
A lot of them.
It ain't a lot of Dennis Ross.
It is.
Bro, what?
Nah,
They
You're gonna have to elaborate, Erica.
People who's trying to be like him and do weird stuff and look like that and dress like that. That's what she's saying. Not like,
but what we saying is that, in a general sense, that's not the norm. Like that's not normal amongst the majority of people. Most guys want to be with a woman. Most women want to be with a man. Most people want kids. Most people want companionship.
Big screen. All right, y'all. So pretty much he was right. I feel like we're the ones that messed up because one, they start buying OnlyFans and they just due to social media and Instagram and the baddies, a lot of men got confused on what type of girl. The type of girls they'll marry. You get what I'm saying? And it is men's fault, in my opinion, that the hus are huzzing because we fund OnlyFans. We fund these women to feel. We made it this way for women to feel this way. Like we passed the laws for all the stuff that they want. In the LGBTQ, and if I don't know, this could go dark real quick, so I'm trying to control what I say. But men have to take accountability for the part we play in the huzzing, and women have to take accountability. Majority, it is definitely their fault because, there's no accountability on women at any point or time in structure and nothing. There's nothing. They're raising the children to be fluid because their mental thought process is fluid. And what they don't realize is the fluidity of your mind to be able to just go wherever you want to go as long as it make you happy or feel good. Yeah, that doesn't benefit you or society in the longer run, or your children, or a family for that. Needless to say, but anyway, that's my take on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think it's men or women fault that the huz is huzzing? And also let me add, I ain't even mad at the huz for huzzing. I just think that the huz need to be a structured thing where they could decide I want to be a hub, and then men have to pay for their time. Like they have to pay for their time, money wise. So, and then the women that choose family and stuff, they just do them and be in relationships and have men, while the women whose husband is known that this is their lifestyle, and you'll know who the husbands are, and then you'll know who the wives are, and it's like men just gotta understand that this is what's gonna happen if you come with this one, and if you go this way, this what's gonna happen if you go this way. As far as like the consequences, again, you can't have nothing without consequences. Consequences are what makes people grow, learn, and be better. So like if you go with the hus, you probably gonna have to deal with a whole bunch of men running up in your girl and dealing with a whole bunch of mental instabilities. And if you go with the wife, you might have to deal with, not always being sexually satisfied, not always being happy at the home, like not all, you might have some issues up in there, but you're gonna have to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts on that, man. Again, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm just yabbering, just going on. I don't know why I be doing that, but I just do it. You feel me? Because I be having a lot to say. But let's keep going on to the next time. You feel me? I'm out.
Me and muddy, that's just what I like. I be sipping on mud. Bitch, I come from the mud.